This is the problem. Most churches in Nigeria are encouraging corruption. And that is exactly why they are fighting this particular piece of legislation.
The Christian body described as satanic sections of the law which empowers the supervising minister to suspend trustees of an association, in this case the church, and appoint the interim managers to manage the affairs of the association for some given time.
That this satanic section of the controversial and ungodly law is section 389, sub 1 and sub 2, which empowers the commission to suspend trustees of an association, in this case the church, and appoint interim managers to manage the affairs of the association for some given reasons. Now, let's put some given reasons in code. For some given, it is important for us to note that the government will not just appoint its own trustees for for nothing. They said for some given reasons. For some given reasons, which means that if any church operates fairly and in accordance with the regulations in force, the government will not come and suspend anybody to impose their own trustees. It will only impose their trustees for certain reasons. And I think these reasons have something to do with corruption, like all those churches that use the account to launder money for corrupt politicians.
I don't launder money for anybody. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Naku is my son, no doubt about it. I can't deny him.
Mistakenly transfer 573 million to the church account since 2016. They not take the money back. Now they transfer it. This pastor they talk that word for the video. The call church account. the guy just keep out.
Can't say that it is not against fighting corruption, but they completely reject the idea of bringing the church under the control of the government. If the government wants to fight corruption, the government has to bring the church under its control, because most churches, 90% of churches in Nigeria promotes corruption. We should say the truth and nothing but the truth. Kant says that if you cannot give us good amenities of life, we will not allow you to take away our liberty to worship our maker. Like, seriously, who is coming to take away somebody's free will to worship God? The government is not coming for that. The government is not after that.
Freedom of worship is one of our fundamental human rights.
Interpret this law well for your followers. Church leaders, please interpret these laws well for your followers. This is how they mislead the population. In fact, listen to this other pastor. It's going to explain it clearly so that everybody can understand very well what the government is trying to do.
The reason why they are making noise over it is because it is going to check the excesses of church leaders in Nigeria. That law has nothing to do with your worship. There is nothing in the Bible called trustee. If you remove me, you have not stopped me from preaching. My calling is to preach and not to be trustee. Trustee is not part of my calling. Let them enact any law, it doesn't concern me. Let's stop all this politics because it has its effect. When those who have power now clamp on you, then you say it is a squeeze. It is not a squeeze. You are suffering for your actions, for your criminality. Let the law of Cama stay so that it will check all of us.
It's 12 o'clock.
Is God using it to bring us back to the preaching of the gospel? Concentrate on what God has called you to do.
Why are some pastors welcoming this amendment and even saying that it is God that is using this amendment, this Cama amendment, as a way of forcing some religious leaders to go back to preaching the word of God? While other religious leaders, pastors, are saying that it's an evil law. Are you seeing the disagreement between church pastors, religious leaders? Some say it's good, some say it is not good. And they're reading the same Bible. So they read the same Bible, they interpret it differently. So it tells you some of these people are deliberately not interpreting the Bible where they know exactly what they are doing. Some pastors are even provoking the government that the government should come and change the trustees of that church. Let them see it. Guys, this is crazy.
Forget Cama. Maybe the churches that are very rich, they can Cama them. Nobody can Cama my church for me. Nobody, no president, no governor. Come and try it. Let them come and take over now.
Government has no power to appoint people over churches.
The government that will change the board of trustees in this ministry, that government has not been born. Come and do it. Evil intended is maliciously planned. It is not right and it will not stand.
This is a warning from the Lord, so I can be free from your blood. This will never work.
Some of you come behind the people and curse the government and curse. All this your curse, what did it produce? Nothing. After cursing them, they came and enacted that law again. People are coming and you are going to collect money and you are going to acquire property and things like that, there must be a body that will be in charge of it. They are not going to appoint the preachers. They know the illegal things you are doing. You collect people's money and live on the people's money and refuse to account for it to the government. They have been overlooking all this nonsense some of you are doing, and now they are now setting a trap now that they will use and check you.
If you operate your church well, and the government does not see any reason that fall between that giving reasons, they will not come and appoint trustees in your church. Operate your church well. Operate your church well. Do not use your church to launder money for politicians. Do not involve yourself in financial misconduct, malpractices. If you do that, the government will come and check you. The government has the right to check you because our church is within the jurisdiction of the government. You are not above the law. This law is going to reduce corruption in Nigeria. This law is going to fish out all those corrupt church leaders that are using church accounts to launder money through politicians. We need this law in Nigeria. What do you think about this law? I want to know what you think about this amendment in the comment section below. Just leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching, and please do stay safe. Bye.